Comer Stase and Robo Taminas and Diva Marie and Dexy. I miss y'all. I hope you're okay. Today was the day we were supposed to have our Jill-O-Ween costume party. And Mayor Stase and I were gonna wear matching Wendy Choo costumes.
Oh, you mean this Wendy Choo costume? I can't let my fellow Maximum Mayor model go to a party without a date.
Mayor Stase! You're alive! Co-Mayor Alexa and I have been so worried about all of y'all. See, there's killers down there in LumberJillville. That's why we're hauled up here in the attic.
Oh, I am aware. I had an interaction with one. It started when they called my phone.
Wait a sec. How'd this person get your phone number before me? Okay, not important. Proceed.
During the phone call they tried to play a game with me, one that almost cost Robo Taminas their lives. Then I was brutally attacked and stabbed multiple times. Us three were left for dead until a savior showed up and applied medical care to save us.
Who?
Well, apparently there was a figure that was in one of your videos that has a good heart and hasn't turned evil like some previous ones. Robo Taminas are in a safe location, and I will be able to repair them over time. Do you know where the others are?
Hey, well, Co-Mayor Alexa and Jillenstein are out scouting the location of where we think the killers are. But we still haven't heard from Diva Marie or Dexy.
What's a Jillenstein?
Alright, so let's make a long story short. You see, what happened was, I was kidnapped by some psychopath jigsaw copycat killer. Probably the same killer that called you. Anyway, they surgically input 2 keys in my body. And me being the natural born hero that I am, by the way, I cut myself open and I was like, bleh, I gotta go get bleh. I dug in there and I got the key. And long story short, I don't think I properly took care of that wound and it got infected. That infection spread to my brain. I went a little crazy, got a bunch of parts, and created the monster Jillenstein.
How do you know it's infected?
Oh, you want to see?
Not particularly.
Okay. Well, either way, I wanted to end this Jill-O-Ween month with a bang. And to end it, I'm going to do a video covering the top 5 scariest women's wrestling figures. Let's dive in.
Diva Marie, I see her. I can't tell if she's alive or not. And the killers are below as well. Listen, Jillenstein, we need to act now. Good. I don't want to call Mayor Aaron and risk his life, me. And you need to handle this alone. Let's go kill these bitches.
At number 5, for the scariest women's wrestling figures of all time, we have Elite Series 88 Trish Stratus Chase version. Just kidding, this isn't in the countdown, although it is kind of scary when you look at the face. This figure just sucks, so I'm not counting this one, so shroop, it's out of there. The real number 5 is WWE ECW Series 2 Ariel by Jax. Now, the reason this isn't better on the list is simply because it is a Jax figure, and with the Jax women's figures, they were all out of proportion, and they just looked weird, and this is no different. The proportions are off. It's definitely strange. It doesn't stand very well. And on top of that, this corset, this skirt, and even her hair, it's real gummy, and over time it gets real sticky, and hair attracts to it, and it's just, not the best one to have on display, but it is a pretty scary figure. I mean, look at this face here. The face is terrifying. We got a little vampire look here from Ariel, and the hair sculpt is actually really cool with little gray streaks throughout. So I do think that face is terrifying, definitely scary, but I think the real weird proportions being in the Jax era of women's wrestling figures is why it's number 5.
Chainsaw Charlie, you weren't even used in a video. What do you have against Mayor Aaron?
Oh, that's right. Me and Master summoned him using the cabinet as our secret weapon.
Who are you? And who is the master you speak of?
Oh, you don't remember me, huh? You don't remember me because last year when Mayor Aaron needed help with Demon Trish, you didn't do anything to help and left it up to me and Robo Tamina. You see, I saved LJV last Jill-O-Ween. Me! That's right, it's me, Little John Nada, as Mayor Aaron called me. Before he never used me again in a video.
Yikes, put the mask back on. You look better that way.
Oh, that's it, little Miss Smarty Pants. Hey, Charlie, why don't you go chop these two harlots into pieces? And at number 4, we have NXT TakeOver Elite Ember Moon. Now, this might be a surprise to some, and I understand. I love Ember Moon, I'm a huge fan, but this figure to me, it's just real eerie, right? And that's kind of the gimmick that she had at this time. But this figure itself, it just looks really, really creepy. Not only do we have this uniquely sculpted robe that is very nice, kind of cloaked over her head, but her face is mostly covered up by this removable little bandana piece. And the only real part of her face we can see are her eyes, and her eyes are like a orangish red color, and that's just creepy. I'm sorry, but it is. So even though this figure is cool, I've said before I'm not a huge fan of the face scan, but that has nothing to do with this figure's creepiness in my opinion. So we put that on, and you put this thing on display, and it definitely gives you the Halloween vibes.
I must protect them.
Geez, I didn't know she could combust like that.
It looks like it's just me and you, Come Alexa. Mono E woman. Oh. At number 3, we have WWE Elite Series 92 Scarlet. Now, this figure is a very unique one. It's one of the most unique women's wrestling figures I have on display. Now, the number one reason that this is number 3 on my countdown is it is just unsettling, right? This is an unsettling look. This figure is very unique in its attire and its look here. I mean, look at the gloves. We have the long pointed finger gloves on. We have the spikes on her attire. And looking at the face here, she just has these open, creepy eyes. And then she has this little crown that's sculpted on. So yeah, this figure on display, it definitely fits the mood for Halloween or Jill-O-Ween. And it really does give you the chills. Like I said, the main reason here is this figure just comes across very unsettling, very eerie, and I love it for that.
I might not act it sometimes, but Mayor Aaron is my homie, and LJV is my home. I'm not going to let anyone tear us down.
Oh, listen to you giving the big old hero speech. It's just too bad because you don't have much time. You're trapped in here and it will burn down before you can even escape.
Well, Little John Nada, it looks like today you fell a little short, just like your career in LJV.
At number 2, I have all 3 of the women's figures released in the WWE Zombie line. We have Paige in Series 1, Sasha from Series 2, and Charlotte from Series 3. Now, I grouped all of these zombie figures together because I think it's only fair. It's hard for me to rank one of these above the others because I think they are all tremendously awesome in their own way. And we'll take a closer look here. So with Series 1, we got Paige. She has this bright white, pale skin, which is awesome. She has purple sculpted around her eyes, blood dripping from her lip. This attire is sculpted on, and this is attire that we got a lot in her basic line here. We have a gash on her leg, a couple gashes on the back, and her calf looks like she has a big piece chewed out. A lot of detail there, very gross, and the boots are just worn down. So Series 1 started good, and they improved even more with Series 2. So we got Sasha Banks here, the legit boss. She has bright pink hair. Her sunglasses are broke on top of her head. She has a slash on her forehead. Her eyes are all white. Her lips are green. The necklace just says boss, but the shirt is what I love. It says legit. Instead of legit boss, it says legit dead with un above it, so legit undead. That's definitely a nice little touch there. Her ring, her knuckle rings here are kind of broken and shattered, which is cool. Now moving on down to the bottom here. The left leg looks good, just a little wear with paint, but the right has the boot a little chewed up there, and then the toes of her feet the boots are removed there, and you can see her toes, and all the little marker spots on there, that's from my daughter actually. She definitely decorated this figure. She's watching as I do this, but she decorated this figure, and I just think that adds to it, so I love it. And then Series 3 brought us Charlotte. Now, this Charlotte is unbelievable. It's one of the best Charlottes out there. So, this robe that she comes with is a sculpted, molded robe, and the detail they put into this is tremendous, especially considering we've only gotten a couple Charlotte Flair robes throughout all of her figure releases. And this is the one and only that we got in like a plastic or a rubber. So it makes you think that they could do this in the future. Make plastic or rubber robes here. But either way, okay. So we got this peacock feathers that are real worn, real dingy looking behind her. And the robe itself has obviously a lot of tears, a lot of wear throughout it. But the sculpted detail and the paint detail is just tremendous here. It's unbelievable. The face is real creepy. We have her hair kind of swept over her face. And it's got a lot of different colorations in there to make it look dingy. And her face has some scarring, some wear there. And then the body itself is actually pretty clean. Now note to self, this figure initially did have some more wear on the body, but I thought, hey, maybe I can get the wear off with some acetone and I could put an alternate Charlotte Flair head on this and have a Charlotte Flair in green. But I am going to say that the skin tone is a little bit off here. It doesn't really match any of her regular figure releases. So it's best to keep it as it is. And just keep it like this. Because, yeah, these zombie figures were truly amazing. And I wish they would resurrect this line.
I've been waiting for you. You were supposed to be a co-star of mine in Total Mattel's, but you forgot all about me. And today, everyone will forget about you.
Grandma May.
Yeah, that's right. Mary Aaron brought me to life years ago, and I've been plotting my revenge, gathering Little John and bringing life into Chainsaw Charlie so we could kill you all one by one, and ultimately killing Mayor Aaron. Then LJV would be mine. Free of all the...
Talk is cheap, motherfucker. I've fought off demons before. I'm not afraid of some fragile old lady whose figure is still on the pegs at our local Walmart.
Oh, listen here. You wouldn't hurt a little old lady now, would you? You wouldn't want to make little May suffer.
You're right. I'm not gonna make you suffer. I'm gonna make this as quick as possible.
What? No!
Looks like you just moved to the D-list of LJV celebrities, and by D-list I mean dead list. Oh wow, that was a Mayor Aaron-esque joke, not my best one-liner. I need to get us out of here before it all burns down. Yeah, I'm sorry Diva Marie, but I'm going to have to keep your mouth covered until I can find a way out for us.
Get in quick. Hurry.
And at number 1, for the first time in LJV, I finally have a reason to show this figure. I haven't reviewed it individually until today. I have Asuka from WWE Monsters. Now, this was a one-and-done line, the Monsters line here. But it's one I wish would have continued because I love the Universal Monsters, and I would have loved to see more women included in this line. But this Asuka is pretty fantastic, so let's look at the card art to start, and it's beautiful. I mean, look how awesome the artwork is on this card. That's why I kept it, and I'm lucky that the bubble did come off pretty cleanly, so we have that Monsters logo, and we have that painting of Asuka on the front looking creepy. I love that. Now, the whole gimmick here is they have her kind of as the Phantom. Looking at the rest of the line, we have the Undertaker kind of as Dracula. He's like a bat. Chris Jericho as the Mummy. Jake the Snake as a Snake Man, I guess. Braun Strowman as Frankenstein's monster. And Roman Reigns as the Wolfman. I don't know why they didn't include John Cena as the Invisible Man. They really missed on that. But either way, we're here for Asuka here. We have a little paragraph talking about her. And yes, she is supposed to be the Phantom. So Asuka as the Phantom. Which is very cool, and it makes sense considering she has a mask at all times on her entrances. So, you know, the Phantom of the Opera hid behind a mask, and that's what we got. So yeah, the artwork on the carding is beautiful. So let's look at the figure here. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. All right, so let's yeah, just mess that reveal up. But hey, So this mask is very creepy. It really doesn't fit on her face too well. It can kind of sit on there, but the mask itself is very creepy. But when you take that mask off, oh, that's when you get it. That's when you get the big, huge grin with the sharp teeth. That mouth goes ear to ear. It is very unsettling, very creepy. She has plain black eyes, and she has her famous paint across her face there. Her hair is also really cool because it's got purple and black shades throughout, so the coloration is really cool. Now, on her arm, instead of having like sleeves, she has like zebra print almost tattooed on as a design. She has these little tassels as a removable sculpted piece there, molded piece. Her top is sculpted on with definitely a lot of detail. It's just plain brown there. And then the bottoms have a lot of sculpted detail. It's kind of tremendous how much effort they put into it. And what I really love is, if you're looking at this figure from a distance, it seems very subtle with all the muted colors, but then like the purples and the blues really stand out and pop. And yeah, I just think this is one of the coolest figures I have in my collection. I absolutely love this figure, and this is definitely, in my opinion, the scariest women's wrestling figure of all time. Oh, ambulance? Special K? Come here, Alexa?
Mayor Aaron, the killers have been killed by your girl Co-Mayor Alexa. LJV is now safe.
Oh, come here, Alexa. You and Jill-O-Ween were just supposed to scout the area. You're supposed to let me know so I could help. Where is Jill-O-Ween?
She internally combusted, sacrificed herself to save LJV. I'm sorry, Mayor Aaron.
I mean, that's alright. She went down doing what I guess I created her to do. But either way, where are the others?
I have been rescuing them. Dexy is recovering in his room with Robbo Tominas, who just need repairing, and thanks to co-mayor Alexa, Diva Marie.
OMG, I totally need a shower. I can't wait until Dexy recovers so he can help me with that.
Oh.
Okay, that's weird. I don't know how an action figure can have the raging hormones you do, but either way, I'm so glad you're all okay thanks to Kushida.
Yes, I mean, thank you so much, Special K, for saving the girls in LJV. I mean, how can I repay you?
No need. I may have been in only one of your videos, but you were kind to me. But I have business to take care of in the future. I'll be back whenever you're in trouble.
So, I'm gonna just be honest here. That Kushida is kind of hot.
Oh my god. Keep it in your pants, Diva Marie, just for once, okay? Just try that. But I am glad to see you. But I tell y'all what, okay? If the killers are dead, then that means we can leave the attic and go downstairs. But Co-Mayor Alexa, who were the killers? Did you find out? Oh, Co-Mayor Alexa. You really went all out on protecting LJV. Hey, is that Lil Jon and May May? Is that who was trying to kill us?
Yep.
Oh, that's a shame about Grandma May May. I was actually going to use her in the next Total Mattel's video. But, Little Jon? I mean, what? Did he want to kill us because he thought we forgot about him?
That's what he said.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I totally did forget about him, so... Mala mia, that one's on me, okay? But either way, let's get out of this attic. And I know some of the girls are getting healthier, but hey, Co-Mayor Alexa, I want you to go to the costume party with Mayor Stase and I. What do you say, we make 3 of us in matching Wendy Chu costumes?
No way am I dressing as silly as you two. The things I do for LumberJillville.